in the bottom. So much better.
Let's move on to give a shout out to the team of the week. Put up 200 points, 205 to be exact. Dominating performance on the field. Had 12 touchdowns. Did you hear me? 12 touchdowns. You can't spell twin without the WIN.
Hey.
Shout out to Mac Twin with a 12 touchdown, 200-point performance on the field. Y'all give us a little bit of words, man. They want to hear from you. Talk your shit.
Hey, man, look, I don't give a damn if I win another motherfucking game. I won the one that I wanted.
I'm toasting to that.
Yeah, I won the one that I wanted. I'm just trying to put something together. That's it.
I heard what you said. I know what you said, and shit, you did. You was emphatic with the domination. But shout out to Twin, 12 touchdowns, 200 points.
Appreciate it, P.
Our
Appreciate
top performance of the week by our franchise. Now let's get into our top performers of the week, as hosted by LAV. We got I had Baker Mayfield at number 5 with a 26.9. He responded with a huge performance in that game. 4 touchdowns, over 300 yards passing. At number 4, we had Bijan Robinson with a 27.75. Big performance over there for the 304 whisper to knock off Draper for the paper. We had number 3, the King, holding it down with a 29.8. Big performance to go with Baker to secure the victory over Juice. We had Mixon mixing it up on the field for the champ in a losing effort, but it was a wonderful effort coming back from being injured to put up 30 points, so we couldn't overlook that and shot from that. Number 2, Mixon. And Godwin is our top performer of the week with a 36.5. This is not an MVP list, but we do shine a light on those performers who have done it before. You know what I mean? Because it don't have more meaning, but it's just, it's just like, yeah, we know them niggas. We don't see them do it before. And that's my top performer list of the week. Y'all feel free to dissect that and, put who y'all want to put in what situations.
Okay, so what's your team rankings?
We're gonna get to that. LAV's list is actually coming up next.
List.
Yeah, LAV's list. I was giving y'all a chance to talk about some of the players that I might have overlooked or did speak on, and you want to bring them to the flow, give them some shine.
Well,
or if not, it's a wonderful list.
Well, I mean, to me, you put together a nice list right there. I think that depending on like what category you want to put him in, you could have easily gave it to Cadillac Williams this week. He had a 28, if I recall, with 4 touchdowns this week.
Yeah, but he wasn't on the field. I mean, I easily could have gave it to Tracy, but that was just his first time around the block. It was an amazing performance, but we gave him some shine. These is, like I say, these are dudes who have done it before. And the only reason Mixon made the list, even though I generally pick the players that help their team win, I'm just shouting out Mixon for being
Mixon
gone.
coming off the end. He coming off.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, P. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You feel what I'm saying? You're picking up what I'm putting down.
Of course.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on into the list that is the most hated list in fantasy football. It's not your miss list. It's not the list that you should dismiss, and it ain't that list or this list. It's LAV's the top of the 6 list. Getting right into this top of the 6 list, I'm gonna go ahead and I already know I spoke to Ken folk. There's gonna be some type of disagreement, but it's fluid.
There's gonna be some type of rebuttal.
It's gonna always be, discussion is like that. But my list be absolutes.
Well,
in
Face,
most
you
cases.
ain't putting yourself high enough, pimp.
Mm.
Uh,
Uh,
okay, well, we're gonna
this
talk
is
about that.
this is
We'll
what he
discuss
say.
that. We'll
This is
discuss
what
that.
he say before you even give your list out. But go ahead, sir. The
Yeah,
But
I'm
I'm
just
too
letting him
close.
know he
Listen,
ain't
Ray.
get.
Listen, twin. I'm too close to the traffic. You know what I'm talking about? I'm on the inside, so I see things that that y'all don't see. And I'm gonna explain why I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say and where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? And then you let me know if that makes sense to you. All right.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and
Okay.
get into the LAV's the top of the six list. At number 6 on the LAV's the top of the six list, I got Juice. Juice was at they're at 4-2. They were on one of 3 teams with a 4-game winning streak. They took a loss. They fall from, I believe I had them at last week, number 4. So they fall from 4 to 6 because of the loss. Obviously, you can't maintain your position, and nor can you stay where unless you did something spectacular in your loss, barely lost. Yeah, you got to tumble, or at least a couple spots. So, in a team that impressed me the most this week is our number 5 team, and that's Team Twin.
Hey.
They move up. They were number 6 last week. They move up a spot. They are also 4-2. So, it makes sense for them not to be in 5. I couldn't, what I'm saying? They can't beat Juice couldn't file 5 in my list because that's not rewarding Team Twin for getting 200. So that just only makes sense. At number 4, I got Team LAV. Team LAV is on a 5-game win streak. They lead their division. But they were, they were number 5 in my list. Last week they rose, and they keep climbing steadily on the steady climb. I know some people might have something to say about their winning streak, but we'll get into that after I get through the list. So let me go ahead and get through it. At number 3, I got North. I got North at number 3. North is a strong team, but they're going to hold steady. I'm going to keep holding them steady. I'm going to keep them at number 3 for the simple fact they share a lead of first place with the team that I have at number 2, which is Cash. Cash was number 1 on our list. They barely ski skirted with a win. They did win, and they have a 5-game winning streak. But in the manner of the victory, they look a little vulnerable. So they slip from the top and fall to number 2, and that leaves number 1, Swift Dynasty, rising to number 1 for the first time this season on our list. They've maintained lead, a stranglehold of their division lead. And quite frankly, they were number 2 last week on LAV's list. Their performance was dominant on the field. It wasn't a late game, a late moment. I dropped the coach. It wasn't no that type of decision. They won in a dominant fashion, to be honest with you. So that's the difference between our number 1 and number 2. Pretty much everything falls the same. North is number 3. They maintain that position. LAV goes up 1 for knocking off Juice, somebody on the list, and Team Twin goes up. And then, we got the same characters. We just got a little shuffling at the bottom. And that's LAV's the top of the 6 list for this week. What say you guys? What's up? What y'all think about this list?
well, let me tell you this right here. I find a list quite hilarious, to be honest. So let me just break it down to you like this. In this league this year, we've had 2 teams that have won 5 games in a row. That those 2 teams are on that 5-game win streak. Not last week; they on it this week right now. So that means that those 2 teams, which is Casual and Team LAV, they got to be 1-2 regardless,
Huh?
because they the only teams in this league this season that's done won 5 games in a row. So they 1-2. So I'm gonna put them in order like this. A Team LAV done played more stiffer competition, so I'm gonna put him number 1. Number 2, I'm gonna put Casual because them the only 2 teams done won 5 in a row. Number 3, I'm gonna put North because if Team LAV and if Casual hadn't won 5 in a row, North would still be number 1. That's how dominant his ass is right now.
And
So
see,
he
and them the two
so
that beat me, Cash and North.
so so so
Mm.
so, so he had see he had number 3. Then I put Swift at number 4. Then I put Twin, and then I put Juice. So so really, his list is really just totally screwed up. The top four is just so wrong. It's just unreal.
Hey, but listen, that's what I was trying to say that with you, them tits of mine. I was like, you need to kind of put yourself high, face dog, because like, I mean, you got a tough schedule. You got a tough schedule. I'm just saying, you got a tough schedule.
What say you, Draper? What'd you say think about the list?
Well, the top. I mean, I don't know, man. Like I say, but you got the top four, right?
That's what I
Uh,
said.
you got the top four, right? It's just like it really can go any order. Everybody on the win streak. It's about right. Like you say,
Like I
like you
say,
said, if you
but
if you get
Draper, the
if you
only
get
two
if you the win streaks count though, 5, 6 in a row.
show
That's
do.
heavy.
That's heavy.
Now you know, and now you want to dissect that. Now you gonna go win, so you go to man of the win, then you can dissect it even further like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the case. Casual was the closest. Lav, you played a good ranked team. You know what I'm saying? I played, yeah. You played a team with a winning record.
Yeah, I played Juice. They were 4-1.
Yeah, won that convincingly. Uh, and Swift took care. Like you said, you got the top right. Like I said, it's really
He
if it.
got him about right, but like I say, he ain't placing himself where he supposed to be.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Man,
I'm gonna have to as Draper go. I'm gonna tell you what my thinking about it is. So this is what I would say. This is what I would say right here. Coming into the list, I was already below Juice. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't fit to put myself higher than Juice. We had both had a winning streak. He was higher than me on the list the week before that. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, to be the best, you got to beat the best. You know what I'm saying? So we beat them.
Indeed,
But
indeed.
no, Swift and Cash all have been above me this whole year. So just because we're on a win streak, that don't mean to me that I jumped them for the simple fact that they all gotta lose. Now they did lose, but in the time they were losing, my team was, I wasn't unsure that I didn't feel like they was a number 2, number 3 type team because I felt like we were just skirting out. That was right before the 200 game. Now the 200 game kind of changed the team morale a little bit, and you see how we responded with 159. So I'm just looking at it like them niggas is in front of me. They won. We just gonna keep the succession going. You know what I'm saying? For the simple fact, I play Swift, and if my team is truly who they propose, look like they are, you know what I'm saying? Then we just gonna keep marking down the list, and we just march our way to the top, or somebody else take a L, and then you know what I mean. It won't even be any dispute. I just didn't feel within right to just jump. I feel like me making the list, I got a harder criteria on my team. I got a harder standard for them to get up there, not just got he nigga won 5 in a row. Because when I won 3 in a row, wasn't nobody saying I was the best team in the league. When I won 2 in a row, wasn't nobody saying I was the best team in the league. These niggas still winning. You know what I'm saying? Cash ain't lost, so I can't. Cash been ahead of me, so how I'm gonna jump him all of a sudden because of strength of schedule type shit? You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
man.
you know the strength of schedule, that shit count.
It
I
do.
mean,
So it
yeah,
do.
but a lot of times
So
you
it
don't
do.
even be knowing. Well, I mean, now I ain't saying strength of schedule. I'm talking about the points. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, I guess so. Cause Smoking Joe wasn't on. They were 3-2. So 3-2, 4-1. That's just the difference of a game. Smoking Joe, I think he lost a little tight one early. So I think Cash played a formidable opponent. You know what I'm
What
saying?
you got to say about it, Banks?
I'm saying this is what he do know. He know that a team that's done won the most games in a row, and I'm not excuse me, I'm not talking about no somebody won 2 games in a row like he was just talking about. I'm not talking about 3 games in a row like he was just talking about. I'm talking about 5 games in a row. That's a stretch right there, man. Like,
Fucking right.
like you win 5 games in a row. Like you lead your division. You played. I'm not talking about just this past week. I'm talking about this first 6 weeks. That's the only thing we could be talking about. We can't talk about it in the future. These first 6 weeks, you played a tougher schedule. That's all I'm saying. So I'm saying you match your tougher schedule versus your 5 in a row. Then what I'm saying is this right here. The conversation is not even really with Casual. The conversation is with North and with Swift. How do you have them over you, and you don't want 5 in a row? And they have.
I only beat 2 teams that got a winning record. You know what I'm saying? Like Rollo 500, they 3-3. I mean, I guess that's 500. That's not a winning record per se.
It's not a losing record.
It's not a losing record. It absolutely ain't. You know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying by strength of schedule, but I mean look at North's schedule. North gonna play. You know what I'm saying? Some.
I told you I would have North.
He don't play Twin. He don't play me. He don't play Rollo. He don't play. He got 3 straight games like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Cash played me too. Like I said, I only like them the only 2 that done beat me, Cash and North.
I told
Cash
you
got a good.
I would have North #1 if you and Casual hadn't won 5 in a row. I just can't dismiss the 5 games in a row that y'all don't
Casual
want.
got a little bit more of an
Okay.
easier schedule,
Okay.
but he won 5 in a row, like you say. And I mean, Swift on, a little lighter schedule. But like I said, he was already in front of me. He was already number 2. I think he did enough to move up, and I didn't think I deserved to jump in front of all of them niggas. That's too much, man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Like if I listen, look.
How's it too much and you number 1 in your division?
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Some niggas, they got penthouse jobs. You know what I'm saying? They Wall Street jobs and shit like that. My niggas construction workers. You know what I'm saying? My niggas in the streets. And so, you know what I mean? I look at this as a challenge every week for them. If I just hurry up and put them niggas up there, they'll feel like they made it.
But look, this is what I'm saying. When a nigga ain't lost a game since damn near Labor Day, come on, my nigga. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I mean, the whole idea is not to lose the game to after Thanksgiving, but that's that's lofty goals. That's what we trying to build here. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get past November without losing the game. Hello. But anyway, that's LAV's list. That's why I got us set, baby. We'll stay tuned next week. I guarantee you there will be some changes to the LAV's list this coming week.
Okay.
You can count on it.
Top is so much better than the bottom. So much better.